I don't really do this if I'm drunk or high, but I'm really bold right now, cause I wanna talk about that Code Vein. Code Vein, Code Vein, this game is going insane. And his new IP. Alright, I tried to rhyme. I failed. I take the L. I take the L-Zoo. Cause I know Code is L-Zoo. I don't know what I'm just saying. Anyway, Code Vein. New game, bro. New game from Bandai Namco Studios. Same people that worked on that God Eater goodness. The God Eater goodie. Ugh. God Eater is raw, my boys. I don't know about y'all, but it's like the Japanese Monster Hunter, like the weeaboo version of Monster Hunter. That's what we got with Code Vein. Now today in this video, I'm gonna talk about a few things, everything you need to know about Code Vein. Alright, that's what today's video is gonna be about. Thus far, just an update. Alright, so Code Vein is an RPG action game. A lot of people are speculating that it's supposed to be Dark Souls-like, but if you've played and know who's developing this game, it's going to resemble more of God Eater Resurrection or God Eater 2 Rage Burst. Whichever one you like, I'll probably go with God Eater 2. Regardless, let's keep moving. Now, this game right here, my boys, is visually stunning. It does have some of the key graphic elements. It's really well done. It gives off these Dark Souls like vibes based on the screenshots that we have been given. However, I'm just saying it does look almost as good as the upcoming Tekken 7 game. Tekken 7 is probably one of the best looking PS4 games out there, in my opinion, besides Uncharted 4. But regardless, this game is coming to the Nintendo Switch as well. I want people to know that. And it might be having some issues there. But I'm gonna give y'all an overview of Code Vein. So I'm gonna read the description of the game and tell you how I connect it to God Eater and other franchises, how I feel about it. In the face of certain death, we rise. In the not too distant future, a mysterious disaster has brought collapse to the world as we know it. Towering skyscrapers, once symbols of prosperity, are now lifeless graves of humanity past, pierced by the thorns of judgment. Justice reigns from above. I just feel like that just needs to go in there. I'm sorry, my Overwatch players. At the center of the destruction lies a hidden society of revenants called Vein. If you play God Eater, which is why I'm saying it's a God Eater successor, is because in God Eater, you have an organization as well that fights off the evil monsters that roam the world and stuff like that. This final stronghold is where the remaining few fight to survive, blessed with the gifts of power in exchange for their memories and a thirst for blood. And right there, thirst for blood, if you play God Eater, you know that in the God Eater universe, God Eater lore, there are weapons they use to fight off Origami. Origami are the bad guys, while here I don't really know the name the bad guys, but God Eater had weapons called God Arcs, which pretty much they suck the blood of the monsters to help power up your weapon for you to get special attacks, benefits, and bullets and combos. And that's pretty much that. Given to the bloodlust, fully and risk becoming one of the lost, fiendish ghouls devoid of any remaining humanity. Wandering aimlessly in search of blood, the lost will stop at nothing to satisfy their hunger. So the monsters are called the Lost, and God Eater, they're called Origami. So just keep this in mind. I might make a lore of God Eater video, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It might be coming soon, maybe in a month. Team up and embark on a journey to the ends of hell. Ooh, to unlock your past and escape your living nightmare in Code Vein. The game is currently in development. Now let me give you some key features. Code Vein is really fire. Like, I'm really loving Code Vein for the simple fact that here's one of the key features. Unite to survive. Featuring a story-driven connected dungeon experience, dive into the world of Code Vein. Create your own character. So this game will have character creation. Character creation is something I love. Okay, character creation is something I treasure a lot. And as each God Eater game goes on, you get special DLC costumes. Like in God Eater 2 Rage Burst, I think you got to have Tales of Zestiria costumes, even Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul's mask, and Koro basket. I'm not Koro basket. I'm sorry. Assassination Classroom costumes and DLC. It was many more, but it was just like they had some really fun and cool customization options. I just want them to be able to go more in depth with customization from instead of previous games based on what we remember from God Eater games. Customization was really cool. They had a lot of variations and items you can get later on in the game as you level up and progress. But I really want more things available from the get-go, because the more the merrier, the better the game, the longer the longevity of the game will last and stand. That's how I feel. Now this is something that I don't know about. Another thing Code Vein is having to offer. This is all from the Bandai Namco entertainment.com/game/Code Vein. I'm not sponsored by Bandai Namco, but I'm just telling you right now, this is where I'm getting all this information from. Beneath the Veil, experience the power of blood as you use unique blood veils to join your enemies to enhance your abilities. Using gifts powered by enemy blood, players can increase their strength, weaken enemies, and utilize new weapon abilities and overpowered attacks. And pretty much like how I was explaining, I might have to make this video. The lore of God Eater, where each person in God Eater had a weapon, right, called God Arcs, and here they'll be called blood veils. So you have your own special weapons there as well. And I feel like the more you fight, you might level up. I really hope they have a very different and intricate level up system than God Eater. My issue with God Eater is that God Eater they made it just so like redundant. Like after you got to a certain part, you had to constantly grind. It was like Pokemon, you know, and there's nothing wrong with Pokemon, but Code Vein, keep saying Vine. Code Vein has something that I'm not really used to per se. I don't really like that type of thing. Like you have to kill a certain amount, slay, boom, and then you get the power. That's one thing. I don't know, but bottom line, this is everything thus far. Everything you need to know about Project Code Vein. Right now, I'm gonna give y'all a little summary. I think this will be lit. Character creation will be cool. I want to talk more about Code Vein. I'll make another video tomorrow or sometime next week on Code Vein. But pretty much, we got a story overview, end of the world, resistance, create your own character. The game will most likely have online features way better than God Eater system. They just ported the PSP system, which I'm thankful for, but it needs a little bit more work, my boys. Give us a better connection. Give us at least, if I had to pick any anime game online, the best online experience I had with an anime game was One Piece, because it just didn't drop or nothing like that. But comment, subscribe, Avataryaya out. I'm done. Goodbye, and see you guys later.
On the beat.